it's Mrs. Leggett. So today we're going to talk about how much water is in the earth, both salt water and groundwater or fresh water. Okay, so I have Cricket, my assistant, here with me.
And me.
And Finley. Cricket's pretty tired. But here's what I want you to do. We're going to do a little experiment together. At the very end, I want you to Google and find out how much water is in all living things. That includes people, that includes animals, birds, dogs, cats, what else? Bugs. So the reason why is because there's only a small amount of fresh water in the world, but there are 7 billion humans in the world, and tons and tons of dogs and cats. I don't even know how many. Maybe you could Google that too. Find out how much water is in each living thing, and I want you to think about that. If each living thing is about 70% water, and there are 7 billion humans, that's a lot of water, right? Okay, so I'm gonna put down my assistant because she's tired. So you guys know what you need to Google. All right, we're gonna talk about how much water is in the world. So first off, I have this. This is 1 liter of water, 1 liter, okay? Now, if this represents all the water in the world, okay, what that means is that most of this is ocean water. And as we know, ocean water is salt water, right? So I'm gonna do a little experiment here and show you. I've got some measuring cups. So if this is all the water in the world, okay?
Just pretend.
Yeah, well, I am pretending. I'm gonna show you how much of it is fresh water. So this is all the water, okay? Now 1 liter is the same thing as 1,000 milliliters, right? So if the world is, let's see, 96% salt water and about a little bit over 3% of fresh water, that means that 970 milliliters are salt water and 30 milliliters are fresh water. So I'm going to put 30 milliliters in here.
Can I?
I don't want it to spill. So now have a look at this. This is ocean water. We can't drink this water. We can't use it because we don't have good technology. We don't have a good way of efficiently, quickly, cheaply taking salt out of ocean water. So this is all ocean water. We can't drink it. We can't take the salt out. We can't purify it. It's just going to stay ocean water.
Mm-hmm.
So all of this in the cup is everything we have left over to drink, to use for our crops and our animals, okay? That's not very much, is it? It's only a tiny amount. Now, of that 30 milliliters, how much of it, let's think about all the fresh water in the world. So all the fresh water in the world, we've got, help me make sure it's still looking at me. Of all the fresh water in the world, where does that come from? We've got glaciers, the ice caps of the world. We have, what else, Poppy and Finley? What else is fresh water? So glaciers.
Just
Drinking
normal
water?
drinking water.
Drinking water.
That's
what
what
else?
I was gonna say.
Lakes.
Lakes, yeah.
Lakes and rivers and streams.
Yeah.
The water that flows down the mountains after a rainstorm. So all of the rain. Let's see what else. Most of the water in animals, because like I said, we can't drink salt water. So the water that's in us is fresh water, right?
Yeah.
Really?
So about 70% of this is actually locked up in icebergs and glaciers, right? So let's say this is 30 milliliters. We're going to put about 20 in here. So that means of all the fresh water, this is in glaciers. We can't drink this water. It's frozen, right? Frozen. Did you know that there is somebody in the Middle East that wants to lasso a huge iceberg, and then he wants to take the iceberg and he wants to plop it in the middle of Saudi Arabia so that they can have drinking water for a couple of years. Do you think that'll work? You think they could tow, so get a huge boat, move a huge iceberg, and then, I don't know, put it on a flatbed truck? I don't know. And then drive it to Saudi Arabia? I don't know. But there's someone who's planning on doing this, so I guess we'll see. I guess if he succeeds, we'll see it in the news, right? So this is all icebergs. So now we only have this left. This is all the drinking water in the world. This is all of the drinking water that's in the ground, in aquifers, which is like wells, water underground. All the drinking water that we have from lakes, oceans, streams, purified drinking water that comes out of our tap. This is it. So now of this, I want to make sure I get this right. See, I closed my computer down, and I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so this is only about 2% left of all of the drinking water. 2% left, okay? So that includes oceans, lakes, streams, aquifers, things that are actually available to us to use to drink. So hopefully yesterday you guys watched Mystery Science. You watched the thing about difference between ocean water and fresh water and how much water is in the world. So again, your challenge is to see, Google how much is actually for, like how much is actually in humans and living things, and how much of it can we actually drink. So Mystery Doug said that the average American family, that's probably like 2 kids and 2 adults, uses like 60 gallons of fresh water a day. So think about this. The water cycle is constantly moving, but we don't always have access to water unless it rains, unless it goes into the mountains, and unless it whatever's in the mountains melts and comes down. Okay, so here's what we have. We're going to draw a little diagram, and actually I'm going to put the picture in Google Classroom so you can see what I want the diagram to look like. The diagram you must put into your own science notebook. If you're online, Mrs. Baugh will be checking your notebook to see if you have that in there. If you are in either in-person class in my class or Mrs. Baugh's class, I will be checking your notebook too. So please look at the picture, and I want you to draw it. We're going to draw like a cup and a world, and we're going to put all the percentages and how much, the amounts of how much water is in the world, how much we can drink, how much we can use. And then next time you take a shower or you brush your teeth or you wash your dog because they pooped everywhere and they're dirty, I want you to think about how much water you're using, and think about the fact that we only have a tiny, tiny amount out of all the water in the world to use. And I want you to think about, is it wise to leave the tap on all the time, and is it wise to use more water than we need? So I'll let you guys go, and then I will see you on Wednesday for another video. Okay, bye.